I'm Wendy King. I have 3 children with autism. My son Joshua was delayed from birth, so we believe that we have a genetic predisposition to autism. He was always delayed. My daughter Abigail, who's 11 now, was developing normally. She was meeting all of her milestones, singing songs to us, talking a little bit because she's only 18 months old. At 18 months old, she got an MMR and a chickenpox vaccine on the same day, and within 2 weeks was humming and spinning in circles for hours and hours. At 11 and a half, she uses an iPad to talk to us because she can't speak, and she's non-potty trained, low functioning. And then there's my 9-year-old daughter, Susan. I talked the doctor into waiting until she was 3 to start vaccinations on her. He agreed to, he said, oh, there's totally nothing that says the vaccine's called autism. I don't believe that. He said, but just because of your family history, I'll let you wait until she's 3 before you start vaccines on her. So at 3 years old, I had her tested by our psychologist. Our psychologist said she was highly unlikely to have any type of autism spectrum disorder. We started her vaccines at 3 years old. We did them one at a time. Of course, one shot at a time with multiple vaccines in it, but one shot at a time, 1 month apart. She was fully vaccinated by the time she was 6. She turned 6 in April, and that December she was diagnosed by the same psychologist with Asperger's.
And so what did the psychologist say to you when he categorically told you that?
She just started crying and saying, I'm so sorry. I didn't think she had autism, but she does. Because she was like, oh, I don't think she's just mimicking, when she started showing symptoms they're like, she's doing this and this that my son does. And she's like, oh no, she's just mimicking. And then when she tested her, she's like, I'm sorry. She does have Asperger's.
You've got some pictures. Show me your pictures of your children. So your life is hard. These are your 3 children, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. That's Joshua, he's 14, Abigail is 11, and Susan is 9.
That is... So what does your day look like? You do at home with them? Are they at school?
I'm not able to work, particularly, but the oldest 2 are in special education classes, completely contained classes. Right now in the state of Mississippi, because they're in a contained class, they will not get any type of diploma. They'll get a certificate of completion that basically says we attended school. They're not able to be in a regular class. Abigail, there's probably, at least once or twice a week that I'm having to either talk to the teacher or dealing with something with the teacher because she's become aggressive or she's having problems at school. And then there's the therapies, so I can't really have a job because I'm having to take her around to the therapist and stuff. Susan has so much anxiety, my 9-year-old, so much anxiety, we had to pull her out of school and I had to start homeschooling her because she was hiding in her closet from the anxiety of going to school.
I'm sorry. You have a husband?
Yes, I do.
Are you able to financially cope with them? Do you get any help?
My oldest 2 draw disability, but that's a 2-edged sword because if we make too much money, then they lose their disability. But my husband by himself is not able to make enough money for us to not need the disability. So we're kind of stuck. Even if he works too much overtime, it affects us financially. There's treatments and things that I would like to try. Like my daughter Abigail has been gluten-free since she was 4. But there's other treatments, biomedical treatments that I'd like to try, and we can't afford it. So I just do what I can. You know, I have
Have you heard of Thinking Mums Revolution? They have grants for biomedical treatment.
Okay.
I think Taka maybe do. I'm not really up on it, but there are grants out there.
Okay.
I'm sure people will help you. You need help. You need help. I can see that. I can see you need some help.
We get a lot of help. I have a lot of awesome friends. So my daughter uses a talking device, and it took us almost a year to get it approved through Medicaid for her to get her talking device. And it broke down a few months ago, and I don't know who, but someone made an anonymous donation and bought her an iPad so that she wouldn't be without her communication device while it was being fixed.
Well, so there are people here saying try Thinking Mums Revolution. Have you heard of them?
Yes, I know.
But try them for a grant, and also Taka.
Yeah.
Go to Taka, because they have grants.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry that this happened to you. I mean, it's all your 3 beautiful children all damaged. It's just not okay.
I had someone ask me the other day, a friend of mine said that she sees people going for IEPs and all this stuff. And she said, why are the parents so angry? And I looked at her and said, think about if your 2 boys tomorrow, everything dream you had for them in the future was just gone. And I said, then think about every time you go in for a meeting with the school, they're telling you some other milestone your kid's not going to meet. Something else they're not going to be able to do. And I was like, of course they're angry.
Yeah. Someone's asking did you with your first child have a shot when you were pregnant?
With him, I'm Rh negative, so I had to have RhoGAM. I had a flu vaccine. I was a medical assistant in pediatrics for 10 years, I was buying everything hook, line, and sinker. I used to be the shot nurse because I didn't know any better. Dale had posted the thing with Dr. Sears the other day, and I commented on there. I was like, the doctors don't give out those sheets, the nurses do. And a lot of times it's after the shots when it's too late. So even that piece of paper that didn't tell them anything, they're not getting it until it's too late. I know, I worked in pediatrics for 10 years. But yes, I had RhoGAM, I had a flu shot.
While you're pregnant?
When I was pregnant. And then, I don't know, it gets better. When he was born, the nurse gave me an overdose of epidural and numbed me from the neck down. My blood pressure dropped to 80/60. I had to be put on oxygen. I had to have epinephrine to counteract the epidural. I had Pitocin to induce the labor. The cord was around his neck. Yeah, his birth was horrific. So.
Okay. All right, listen, thank you so much for telling your story.